on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Pete's Carport. Today's episode, we're going to be doing something that I've been wanting to do for a few months now, as Rust-Oleum released a few new products. Well, one new product, but the other one has been out for quite some time, and I've never had a chance to grab it. And today I went down to Lowe's and Home Depot, picked up one of each, and we're going to compare these three products, actually. So we're going to compare, this is the newest one by Rust-Oleum, and this is called their Turbo. And it's supposed to be 4 times faster, but also a much wider fan. Obviously, a much bigger bottle, so that is a big plus there. Awesome that they came out with this, because if any of you out there have been trying to ever paint a car or a larger item, these seem like they can come in very handy. And I've seen a couple of videos that kind of demoed them quickly, but I've not seen anybody demo them side by side yet. So I said, what the heck, I've got a couple projects I want to do. I want to test this one out, and I've always wanted to test this professional series out. I've had a lot of people ask me about it. I've never purchased one, and mainly due to the fact that both of these only really come in a very minimal assortment of colors. And a lot of times, if I'm going to be doing something like a hood or a panel, or even just like, you know, some parts on a car, anything lying around the house, I've always wanted to do a unique color. And so I've kind of stayed away from these. These ones were only white and black for a while. This one I think is only white and black in the store. They could have some other colors. This one now has an arrangement of colors that comes in, but still basics. And then you've got standard Rust-Oleum. I just happen to have this can sitting around. I think it's a tan color. But those come in a wide range of colors. And then you really have, my favorite so far is the Rust-Oleum Universal, mainly due to the fact that I really like the quality of paint that goes in here. And I have tested this side by side with their standard and others. And the quality is absolutely amazing. But these seem to run out very quickly. They're quite expensive. They're twice as expensive as a standard. But you get some really unique colors. I'm not even going to test this because I really just want to see how much paint you're getting to spray out, the width and the coverage you're going to get if you were to pick one or the other here. And the reason why I did this is, if you've seen my past videos, I recently plasti dipped the 1995 SC300, and I love the way it came out, but there are some problems with the paint, mainly due to the fact that we have heavy humidity right now, and I've got some tiger striping in the hood. And I had some runs and bubbles and stuff like that due to the weather. I'm not going to focus on that in this video, but the reason why I picked up those cans is I'm going to be doing the door jambs, and I wanted to see if I could spray down a either flat or gloss white, which I picked up the gloss white here, the flat white here, and then hit it with plasti dip pearlizer, or in my case I've got a gun so I can hit it with the clear coat mixed with the pearl. And I'll explain that to you guys in the next video that I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to test that. And I wanted to see if I could get the same effect as I got by spraying down the plasti dip base. The reason why is I feel like if I was able to paint down an entire set of regular paint down, I would get more durability out of it, and I could paint it a little bit easier. I found it difficult to peel off some of the edges and stuff like that, and I got a lot of pulling when I was doing that. But back to the paint, I'm going to set myself up, and what I'm going to do is I've got some cardboard over there, and we're going to basically spray a line, and I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to have my mask on, and I'm going to show you guys how each one sprays. Now real quick, the price on this one here at Home Depot with tax was $10.59, before tax $9.76, and then this one here, which is the professional, I got at Lowe's. They did not have this one at Lowe's. They only had it at Home Depot, so I picked them up separately. Was $5.98 before tax and $6.49 after tax. I don't know exactly how much, but I do know that these ones right here are right around $4, $3 to $4, I believe, depending on the colors that you pick and the style that you pick. I know these ones here can be as high as $7 and as low as $6, depending on where you pick them up. So they're quite a bit more expensive due to the fact that you do not get as much paint. I feel like these wear out almost halfway through. You start getting a little bit of sputtering, so you got to be careful. So let's go ahead. We're gonna lay these out, these three back here, and we're gonna see how much more coverage you're gonna get from the Turbo versus the Professional versus the Standard. Let me go ahead and get my mask on and get set up, and I'll show you guys. Well, guys, that was absolutely totally unexpected. They claim 4 times faster, and I thought when I first read that it was 4 times wider. That is obviously a much thicker spray. Now, the high performance does definitely spray more consistent and more thick than the original Rust-Oleum you can see there. And I tried to go about the same speed. This just came out so fast that I started slow and I kind of tried to speed it up. Also, I failed to look at the cap, and I knew people had talked about that it has a fan cap on it. I didn't realize how unique it was going to be, so I showed that up close as soon as I took the cap off and was getting ready to spray. But let me know what you guys think. This was just really to demo the difference between each one of their sprays now. I am absolutely going to go with the turbo and attempt to paint this panel over here, and that'll be on the next video coming out because I don't want to confuse people because I'm going to be combining that with the Plasti Dip, the pearlizer that they have. And I just want to see if it's possible to paint the white and then lay that over it as a clear coat. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. They also have a clear coat that is supposed to be harder than the standard clear that they sell in the can, closer to a 2K. So we're going to actually be testing that out as well. If you haven't seen Xavier's W140S500, his hood got some fading on it, but the paint looks really good. And I think what happened was somehow the clear coat got taken off accidentally. I think somebody put a chemical on there, and then they attempted to wet sand it, and it really just, the whole clear coat is getting messed up. So I just wanted to get this video out there so you guys at home can see how this looks before going out and spending the money. Now, it's a little more expensive per a volume for this, but not extremely. Like I showed you earlier, it's about $10 for the can, and that was at Home Depot, about $5.50, and you're getting a pretty decent sized can, and those ones are much smaller. So you're going up in size and you're going slightly up in cost, and cost per an ounce is obviously going to be a little more for that turbo, but you're getting that value in that nozzle. So I hope this helps you guys out there if you're debating on which can to go with and you've got a large project to do. And if you guys have any questions about it, I'm going to be playing around with all of these paints. Fill me in, ask questions. I love hearing positive, negative things that you have to say, whether I did something right, wrong. Just fill me in because I'm always learning just like you guys, and I hope these videos help somebody out there. Have an awesome day, a blessed week, and hope to see you guys back. Like, subscribe, and share.